We're on the north side of Northland Mall, Calgary, Northwest, Alberta, Canada. We were previously at a site at a Lutheran church, but we went to the upper side here to see the fact find a bit more, to see what's going on the upper side here. So we're a bit concerned here. We're seeing a lot of rooftop towers and the radiation is pretty extreme. We're going to continue to do our readings, and we're going to try and connect the dots on what's going on here. But I'm going to put this in context now. If we look over here, this is where we were previously. There's that Mars looking cellular tower at the Lutheran church. And if we go over here, there's that rooftop we pointed out. In fact, there's another rooftop right there, further in the distance. So over here is another rooftop, and there's a lot of antennas. It's pretty packed up there, as you see that. Pretty packed. Pretty extreme. So that's pretty high. We're in the at least up to 25 volts per meter peak signal from that tower, which is quite far away. It looks like it's at least 6, 7, maybe 800 meters away. And then there's another rooftop right here. So this is obviously a heavily used public area. A lot of box stores, small businesses, and we got the Best Buy, which is just across the street over there, and we think it may be connected to this rooftop right here. And as I mentioned, the Walmart, the Best Buy over there are operating at 24.3 gigahertz. And this is through a different spectrum. We did talk to an oscillatory telecommunication company yesterday that was providing the service. And we're not against the service. We're concerned about the public and privacy health impacts of the EMF radiation, especially when we're getting into 24.3 gigahertz. And so what's happening, I'm going to explain it again so everyone knows. An antenna up there that's connected to an antenna over there at the building. It's sending that signal over there. And from that antenna, it's connected to a switch, which is then connected to a router. It could be hardwired in or less. So this is what's called a point-to-point or point to multiple points. It depends what's happening at the other end there. This, so if this, in fact, this rooftop here is the source of that, then it's considered a hub site right here, which is connected over to there. But we aren't even talking about 5G here. People to go to the blog on NCA at nationalcitizensalliance.ca and get informed on the independent science. It's well documented. There's over 10,000 RF reports, scientific reports, warning of dangers. You know, we know France, Russia, they banned Wi-Fi, cell phones in schools. They banned cell towers near schools, and there's a reason for that because of the health effects. So this is undeniable. NCA, we're very concerned with the deployment of 5G and the higher levels of EMF radiation, the peak signals that are going to be coming. You know, we want a national dialogue on this. Right now it's top down. Safety Code 6 came into force in 1978. The cabal establishment parties brought it in. It's never been updated since. To show that, you know, things are, you know, they're completely bought off by the telecommunication industry, without question. Public health is coming last, and so, you know, we're not against technology. We're not against using it to improve our lives, but if it's at the expense of our health, our well-being, our privacy, then we have an issue. And this is connected into the Great Reset. Remember, there is no Great Reset without the 5G, 6G, 7G technology. The Great Reset is AI technocracy, mistake not, and it's rooted in UN Agenda 2030, UN Agenda 21. UN Agenda 21 was adopted in 1992 by the so-called conservatives, and in 2015 it was UN Agenda 2030 was adopted by the so-called conservatives, and now it's being implemented on all levels of government. Remember, the World Economic Forum is one of the biggest proponents of UN Agenda 2030. Go look it up. But this is the reality of it. People are squirming, and you know, they're pretending to be against the Great Reset. Some of the establishment cabal, but we're not fooled at NCA. We know the history. Please do your research. That's all we can ask. And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a peace and prosperity in the new year. Oh my God, there's a lot of challenges coming forward. They're talking about a virus that has mutated, and then we got all the vaccines coming, and then the further deployment of 5G. So we got a really challenging year ahead, plus all the debt that's been piled up. What's going to happen, you know, is how high are the taxes go? How many services are going to be cut? These are serious questions going forward, but please stay strong and raise your voice.